Hello, this is Andrew Mailer, Town Manager here in North Andover. This month's episode of The Journal. I want to talk a little bit about an undertaking that this office took coming off this past winter, which was particularly difficult for power outages. You may remember from about October to March, we experienced several power outages. In some cases, 98% of the community was without power. And so we thought we would take some steps to investigate the root causes of those power outages and try to develop what we call pathways to improved electrical services here in North Andover. We've completed that report. It's pretty extensive. It's nearly 45 pages of information of everything from survey responses from the community, over 700 survey responses, to interviews with employees and residents and other stakeholders in the utility field, the DPU, the AG's office, and otherwise. I encourage you to take a look at the report. It's a very, very interesting document. Helps you understand why there are power outages in North Andover. It really comes to the conclusion that we have some structural problems in the entire region as it relates to our electrical utility grid. And it gives us some suggestions how best to proceed to try to reduce the impact of those power outages moving forward. We've circulated that report not only to the public through the town's website, but also to the Board of Selectmen, and just as recently today forwarded it to the Governor's office and our legislative delegation. And our interest and goal is to generate a level of momentum with a number of stakeholders in the entire Merrimack Valley, so that people will take serious what's happening not only in North Andover but in our surrounding communities, and hopefully encourage the utilities and other stakeholders to make the kinds of changes and investment in the infrastructure that reduces the impact on our community. Power outages are more than just an annoyance. They have an economic impact. A lot of our small businesses had to close for up to 2 weeks due to last winter storms. Our schools had to be in session longer until late June. People on wells, if they didn't have generators, were without well water for an extended period of time. And our seniors often had to find themselves in a situation where they didn't have access to either important medical devices or heat. And so the idea of a power outage should not be accepted as just a mere sort of inconvenience that comes from New England winters, which can be complicated, but something that we should be addressing to make sure that if it truly we're experiencing weather changes moving forward, that we're prepared to make sure that we respond to those and protect our residents and businesses as best we can. I'd appreciate your feedback if you have an opportunity to get on the town's website and look at the report again, Pathways for Improved Electrical Utility Service, and provide feedback to this office so we can forward that feedback to our legislative delegation and other leaders throughout the state and region, and hopefully again we'll be able to affect some change in the long term. I appreciate the opportunity to listen to me for this month's episode of The Journal, and look forward to speaking to you next month.